Lesson 6.1, Ratios, Proportions, and the Geometric Mean. A ratio is simply comparing one number to another. And you can write ratios as a colon or as a fraction. I have a bunch of toy tractors at home, and they are in the scale of 1 to 64. That means that 1 inch on the model is 64 inches on the real thing. So before we go further into ratios, let's simplify a ratio. 24 yards to 3 yards. So the 24 on top, 24 yards, and 3 yards. If the units are different, you'll have to convert to get the same units, and the units will cancel. And 24 over 3 reduces to 8 to 1. You can write it as a fraction or as a colon, but the 1 must be there because we're still comparing the 8 to the 1. A triangle's angles measured are in the extended ratio of 1, 3, 5. Find the measures of the angles. Well, if I have my triangle, I could call one angle 1x, another angle 3x, and the other angle 5x. So the ratio are 1, 3, 5. The three angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. If I combine the x's, I get 9x equals 180 degrees. Divide by 9, and x is 20. So then if I looked at my angles were x, 3x, and 5x, so if I fill in the 20, it would be 20 degrees, 3 times 20 degrees, and 5 times 20 degrees, or 20, 60, and 100 degrees. A proportion are two ratios that are equal. So two ratios that are equal are a proportion, such as 1 over 64 and 2 over 128. They're equal because they have the same value. Cross products of a proportion are equal. I mean, look at this. If I do 1 times 128, that equals 2 times 64, because it's 128 and 128. So back to my toy tractors. If the height of one of my tractors is 1.5 inches, what is the height of the real tractor? Well, their scale was 1 to 64. So I have the scale there. The top number was the toy. The bottom number was the real thing. The 1.5 inches was on the toy. That's why they put the 1.5 on top where the toy part of the 1 to 64 was. So then we cross multiply. I'll have 1 times x and 64 times 1.5, which gives me 1x equals 96. So the real tractor would be 96 inches tall, which is 8 feet. All right, let's solve this one. Let's find the value of x. So let's cross multiply. And remember, we have to multiply everything, so it's 8 times x minus 2 and 3 times x. Let's distribute, so it's 8x, negative 16. Let's get the x's on the same side, so I'll subtract the 8x from both sides. So I have negative 16 equals negative 5x. Divide by the negative 5, so it looks like x is, the negatives cancel, so it'll be 16 over 5. The last thing, the geometric mean. The geometric mean of two positive numbers, a and b, is a positive number x that satisfies a over x equals x over b. So that x equals the square root of ab. Let's see how that works. So if I cross multiply, I'll have x squared equals a times b. So then you take a square root of both sides, and you'll have x equals the square root of a times b. So let's find the geometric mean of 18 and 54. So it'll be the square root of 18 times 54. 18 times 54 is 972. You put it in your calculator, it gives you approximately 31.18. There's the assignment. Have a good day.